Abhilash.
Hi, Aida.
Nice to meet you again.
Same here.
We pretty much listen to a lot of things about your race. So today I will not ask you question about your race necessarily, but a little bit more about you.
Okay.
About who you are. It's some question from a questionnaire. So the first one is, what do you think is the principal aspect of your personality?
Stubbornness.
Your favorite qualities in a man, the value you appreciate the most in a man?
I think truthfulness in all men, and if I'm working for somebody, decisiveness. Decisiveness. I want them to decide, and yeah.
And in a woman?
Women have a lot of good qualities, and I think nurturing is an important quality of women.
What you appreciate the most in your friends?
The ability to be what I am and not having to put on a mask.
Your main fault?
I'm very lazy.
Your favorite occupation?
Sailing and flying.
And during the day, during the GGR, is that something you like to do often in the boat?
Yes, there was a time when I liked burning incense.
Oh.
Yeah, so I used to burn incense, and then once it dies down, burn another one and another one.
It makes the race less long, maybe.
Yeah.
What is your idea of happiness in life?
It needs to be practiced. It doesn't happen by itself. You need to practice being happy.
What would be your greatest misfortune? I don't know if it's clear. The worst thing who might happen to you.
Well, so far nothing.
If not yourself, who would you like to be?
Myself.
Good answer.
Yeah, no, I've never thought about being anybody else. Because when I want to be somebody else, I realize they got bigger problems than me.
Where would you like to live?
Southern Hemisphere?
Southern Hemisphere?
Yes.
Your favorite heroes in sailing?
Isabel Orticia.
Oh, okay.
I read about Isabel Orticia and the round the world race she was doing when I was 19, and that inspired me to take up single-handed sailing.
And what is your favorite book, or a book that you read during the race?
100 Years of Solitude.
Ah, Garcia Marquez, okay.
Yes, and I remember almost the entire book.
Really?
Yes, I tweeted from the book. I don't know if you know.
No,
but
I didn't.
On one call with Seb, he said it's snowing in Les Sables alone, and there's a similar line in 100 Years of Solitude where Colonel Gerinaldo Marquez is telegraphing Colonel Buendia, and he says it's raining in Macondo.
Ah.
And I tweeted, it's raining in Macondo, Colonel Seb.
Ah, okay, I didn't know. Do you have a favorite song?
A favorite song? Not really.
And during the GGR, I know you can only use cassette, like in the old time. Did you bring some cassettes, some music, or not at all?
Nothing. I used to listen to music on radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the... Someone told me during the race, the worst, I think it's Kirsten who said, the worst was not the wind and the storms, but the lack of wind, because sometimes the sounds of the sails are very, very powerful. For you, what is the worst thing you can hear in the boat?
Yes, I think I agree with her. It's very stressful to hear the sails flap. It's very stressful.
Okay.
Yeah, it used to drive me crazy when there was no wind and the sails used to flap.
In the real life, do you have a favorite hero? I mean, someone who is not dead already.
Not a single person, but there are a few people I do look up to. Yeah, I do have a few people.
During the race, what was your favorite food or drink?
I used to make chicken biryani, which was supplied by DFRL. So yes, and coffee was favorite drink because I didn't have enough cola.
In life, what do you hate the most?
Indecisiveness. Indecisiveness,
What's this?
as in not getting a decision.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Only 4 more questions.
No problem.
The natural talent you would like to be gifted with?
Is my stubbornness. Otherwise, I would love to play guitar.
Ah, you too. Simon said the same. I asked him what he would like to have, like a talent, and he said playing guitar.
Yes, so I tried to learn, and I tried for I think 6-7 years, but finally I found Urmi, and then I did not need to play.
Because she's playing guitar?
No,
Or it's just
because
you're
I
so much
found-
in love?
because I found my girl, so I didn't have to play guitar to get a girl.
Okay. How you wish to die, Abhilash?
Suddenly,
Suddenly.
without warning.
Mm.
And I know, I mean, it's I've got another 44 years to go. Yeah, 41 years to go.
What is your? How do you feel today? Now you arrived. I will not say it again because we already spoke about that a lot. You are the first Indian to circumnavigate. You already circumnavigate by yourself. Now you do it in the race. You almost win the race because you arrived 24 hours in the same time with Kirsten, the winner. I presume it's a huge moment in a life. Now, a few days after that, today Gug just arrived, Michael Guggenberg. How feel a sailor once he's back on the real life?
Useless.
Useless?
Yes.
Do you feel useless?
I feel very useless.
Really?
Yeah. I thought I was useful in the boat because I was doing something, and now I feel like I
Yeah.
feel like a fish out of water. Useless.
So you still need some time to think about what you want to do next. You know, we always ask to the sailors or to people, what's next? Next, like not in the 10 years, but maybe next right now. What's next for you?
Going home. Meeting my wife, kids. I've not seen them for a year now.
Mm.
So I'm really looking forward to doing that, and I want to spend time with my kid. And
Thank you very much, Abhilash,
Thank you,
for
Aida.
this interview, and also for everything you did for us during the race. We all around the world followed your trip, even your Cape it was so emotional, and bravo, because you almost lost your life in the first GGR, and you find inside of yourself the courage to go for it again and to arrive here in Les Sables alone in the GGR. Only 3 persons in this GGR, and I think it's less than 10 since the very beginning of the GGR who finished this so difficult race. So thank you for all that beautiful emotion you bring to us.
thank you,
brought
Aida,
us.
and I'll tell you, I came back just to see Les Sables alone again.
See you soon.